these product lines gives them an opportunity to differentiate themselves from other contractors that maybe aren't offering complementary products. They're walking in a house, they're doing a quick service call, and you shuffle out.
Hello, everyone. I have some exciting news that I wanted to share with you. Along the way, you guys call me from time to time with these excellent stories that you have. You were either finishing up with a meeting or a training session, and you call me like, Rob, this blah, blah, blah happened. I thought, I have to find a way to capture this excitement and these success stories. So I thought, you know what? Let's do a video cast. So I'm happy to announce we have the KGG video cast. I titled it RepTalk. So we'll have you guys tell your stories. I'll have visitors on here from time to time outside of our agencies. And, I just really hope you like it. Our first guest is going to be Tony DiNicola from Midwest Environmental Products, and he has an exciting story to share with us. And I hope you like it or enjoy it. If you have any questions or you want to be a guest speaker and you want to have a story you want to tell, please reach out to me via email or just give me a shout. All right, hope you enjoy. Thanks. I have the wonderful pleasure of introducing you guys to Tony DiNicola from Midwest Environmental Products. And he has the high honor of being our first guest speaker with our new KGG videocast called RepTalk. So Tony, welcome aboard, man.
Thanks. I feel honored being the first recipient of the invitation. So
I'm glad you feel honored. I'm honored to have you and talk to you as always. It's a pleasure. Really, the whole idea behind this is you and I just have a conversation. You called me, I think it was the week after Thanksgiving. Really, you were super pumped coming out of a training session. You're like, Rob, I had to call you. I was just so excited about this. And I'm like, you told me your story. I'm like, I got to get his story somehow, some way in another media that we can share. So I'm happy to have you here. And honestly, so set the stage for us a little bit, if you will. You went on a training session, right? And
yeah, well, it was multi-purpose. I mean, yeah, it started off as a training session. So partnering with territory managers in my area and getting out in front of large contractors, those that are interested in indoor air quality products. They gave us the opportunity to come in. They initially had interest in one particular segment, but we're open to hearing about the whole breadth of products available. So we went there. It was initially about HEPA air cleaners. They were getting more and more into those. They had a request for HEPA, and that turned into a much bigger call. We were able to go over total home air purifiers, furnace bases, UV lights.
And this was a contractor previously buying from Goodman as it was, or they have a relationship with a Goodman?
They recently had taken on the Amana Goodman line, and they were open to hearing everything that was available to them through having that equipment line. They really liked partnering with and consolidating their vendors into one single source where they can get all of these products without having it in piecemeal from all these different salespeople and wholesalers. So that they were really interested in saying, hearing how they could consolidate those purchases.
Wonderful. So the Goodman territory sales manager arranged this particular session for you, knowing
right. So
Clean Comfort.
So I'd been in there and done some Clean Comfort presentations in front of the whole territory sales team at the direction of the regional parts manager. And, he appealed to them to say, take him out with you, use him as a resource, go out there and see what other opportunities are out there to build your customer base and the products that they buy from us. And so that's how it had started. And so I had some joint calls set up. We went out and like I said, they were interested in HEPA. So I went there and we did a little overview of the HEPA product offering. But that quickly turned into, well, what else do you have? And, we had our line card and we showed the line card and they started pointing at it. Oh, I want to hear more about that. Ooh, I want to hear more about that. So, half hour turned into 2 hours of just going through the product line. And we walked out of there with an order for multiple segments of Clean Comfort and related products. So it was great. And that's when I called you. I said, Rob, I just came out of this meeting and we went from HEPA, which they bought 3 units, and then they bought 6 home purifiers, bases, and it just turned into this fantastic order. And they're receptive to having us out and to hear more on other products. So
That's wonderful. So, so in the process, you ended up showing him the dust-free active product that Goodman was stocking in your area as well, I think, and you told him the dust-free, how the dust-free works. You explained all that to him, I'm sure. Got their
right, yeah.
attention.
So I had my sample in the car and I brought it in, and of course it's eye catching with that cobalt color, and they looked at it like, ooh, what's this? So we went through, here's the features, here's the benefits, here's why it's better than competitive products in the market. Here's everything it can do. It's active, it's passive, it can do all this stuff. And the price was really attractive. And like that day, we got an order for 6 units right there.
Wow.
And their contractors, the servicemen are actively interested in offering this and selling it when they're out there. So what it does is these product lines gives them an opportunity to differentiate themselves from other contractors that maybe aren't offering complementary products. They're walking in the house, they're doing a quick service call, and you shuffle out. This company is a little more forward thinking, and they get out there and you said, oh, here's a video brochure. Why don't you watch this while I go downstairs and I'll do your cleaning check, or I'll fix your component. When they come upstairs, they watch the video, and that starts the conversation.
So the video brochure was part of your conversation with them then?
Absolutely.
Tell me their reaction, like when you showed them.
They loved it. They said, how many of these can I get? I said, let me talk to Rob. So,
right.
we gave them 8 right away. But they want every single one of their 20 techs to have these. We're starting it as a kind of a pilot program. So I supply them with the 8 to all their lead techs, and they're going to get out there. And the guys weren't afraid of it. They weren't, apprehensive at all. They said, this is fantastic. So we have to open it up and closing it and hearing a little intro. And
wow.
They really liked it. And I think they're out there actively showing this on every call. And
that's amazing. That's amazing.
I think we're going to see some dividends from this and some return, on that investment. So I think it's going to be good.
Super, super exciting. And I think you even mentioned to me, after all was said and done at that particular appointment, that the Goodman territory sales manager also said it actually gave him ideas. Once he saw what you were doing, it actually gave him ideas of other guys to go see. So he got excited as well, correct?
Well, absolutely. Yeah. So not only it was twofold. Not only did it open up what he was used to offering certain products, and it opened up a whole nother segment of things for him to talk about. Now he felt more comfortable because I kind of gave him a little bit of training while he was sitting in there. He was a student as well as the contractor. And he was, super excited about bringing this to his other customers in the market. And then the second aspect of it was the word of mouth, because then he went back and in his sales meeting, he told other territory managers, hey, I just had this huge success. If you're not talking about this, you need to be. And let me give you Tony's contact information. He'll go out with you. It's a great presentation. Now I have 3 or 4 set up just right after the holidays, both in southern Wisconsin and northern Illinois. So it's starting to build momentum. And the more people we have talking about it, I think the more success we're going to realize.
That I couldn't agree with you more, Tony. I mean, honestly, you're seeing here. So by virtue of working with the territory sales manager, getting into these key contractors in his mind, getting in front of them, and then actually promoting you and what you're doing. I mean, there you go. It's exponential in the value in what you just did by what you said, getting out there and talking. You trained him in a way too, and now he's excited and knows what your capabilities are. And it should balloon from here, honestly. And it sounds like it will.
Well, and then that people they're gonna talk about what they're comfortable talking about too. When they go in on these calls, if they're not comfortable and they're not educated in the product line, they probably aren't going to be the most dynamic or offer on every call. So when I get in there and I educate them and they understand the key selling points, it opens up that conversation and they're not afraid to bring that up at every call. From my side of it, I looked at this and said, wow, I'm having great success with these Goodman territory managers. How can I move this into my independent dealers as well? So I've got a big meeting this week, Thursday, with an independent distributor.
Wow.
That with the sales manager that runs all of their TMs, and it's completely clean comfort and dust-free focus.
Wow.
So, and they are big in the city of Chicago, so there's going to be a lot of opportunity. So I'm trying to take this model from my Goodmans and project it into my independents.
Yeah. So, that's wonderful, Tony. Wonderful. Well, I appreciate you sharing your experience there, and keep them coming, man. You're doing a wonderful job there, and I really appreciate you sharing this with myself and the others here, and look forward to you and many more stories I'm sure are going to come out of your experience with this. So
Yeah, I mean, that's just it, just getting the message out that the key is partner with the salespeople on the street. Get with them and run those calls, and we're definitely going to see positive impact from getting out there with the territory managers, independents, factory stores. So that's kind of just what I wanted to get across.
yeah, awesome. We appreciate that, Tony. So good luck to you, my friend. And again, thanks for sharing. You're the first, and you're making a wonderful impression on everybody, I am sure. And good luck to you, and have a wonderful holiday.
Great. Thanks, Rob.
All right, Tony. Thanks.